So here in front of you is a Tamiya Wild Willy 2. I would have loved it to be the Wild Willy 1, but for the price of this thing, it was a steal. What it is I went down to my local hobby shop and they had one sitting on the shelf, used of course, for 120 bucks. I had 30 bucks in my pocket, so I stuck 30 bucks on it. And then I went home Thursday and I stuck my TC3 streetcar on the internet for 90 bucks because that's all I needed. A guy called me within the probably like within, I would say, like 10 minutes of me posting it, wanting to buy it. He just didn't have a ride over here to where I'm at, so I told him if he could wait till tomorrow I'd bring it to you, and he said yeah. So I went there Friday morning, gave it to him, and I drove around because it was early in the morning, like about 8:30, and then I just drove around till the hobby shop opened, which was about 10. So we did that and went and picked it up, took it home, tested a bunch of tires on it. I tested the BFGs, I tested the Speed Hogs there, and then the stock tires, and I also tested some Proline Mohabs on here. Out of all four, I mean, the streets are fun for the street, of course, but it needs to be wider for the street. If I'm going to run the street tires, I need to widen out the kit. And then the BFGs are good because they have shitload of traction for this truck. And then the Mohabs have a shitload of traction, but they rub right here when they turn. So in all reality, these are the best ones the stock are because they're the widest. But if I put the wide kit on this thing, probably the Mohabs would be the best. And the street tires would be so fun on the street. But basically, this thing was decked out. I gave the guy, basically I bought my TC3 for 30 bucks, sold it for 90, so I made a $60 profit. I bought two bodies for it, gave the guy one, but I only spent $36 on the two bodies, so shit, you know, only $48 into it and made 90 bucks off of it. Pretty sweet. And the only reason why I got this is because, boom, brushless system in it. It's just your hobbyparts.com brushless system, but anyways, it's brushless. That's the reason why I got it. If it was brushed, I probably would have passed it up, but since it was brushless, boom. I've been running 40,000 milliamp 30C batteries through it, about 10 packs of these, and they're doing pretty good. You know, it was doing pretty good. And let's show you underneath real quick here. I'm going to try to make this thing pretty short. Oh yeah. And then he has lights on it. Boom. These ones did work, but I don't know what happened. Lights in the rear. I took off this and the jerry can. And basically I had to do some modding for right here's my little mod thing for the tires to work up front. And then, yeah, up front. So let's take that off. Alright. Basically the ESC was basically dangling on by a thread, as I would say. It was dangling on by some Velcro right here where the on and off switch is at. And so I moved it right here. I unscrewed the chassis, put it in right here, then zip tied it in, and that's not going nowhere. When I got it, they had the wire switched around on the ESC and the motor, so it was running in reverse, because when I put it in reverse, it was like, whoa, super quick, and then it had a bad delay going forward, so I was like, what the hell, that's not right. So I switched it over, I reprogrammed the remote to the ESC, and it worked perfect. Now it's like super fast, wheelies all day long. The only problem I notice is the tires are not glued, so when you stick it in reverse, it starts slipping. Same thing when it's forward, when you're trying to go up a hill or something. So I'm going to glue the rear tires probably, unless someone has these and they say not to do that. But yeah, Airtronics receiver has basically a high-tech plastic servo in it, an older one. I'm thinking this was a one-owner person, because there is very little use on this vehicle, and it's still in pretty new condition for being a Wild Willy. Basically, the only thing that I do not like about it is that the body is a hard plastic, and it does crack and break pretty easy, because right here I've already cracked it and that part fell off and I had to re-glue it. So I do not like that. Hopefully, I really wish that they would make a Lexan version of this, so where people could stick their hard case body on the shelf and drive the Lexan. You know, and stuff like that, just to where, you know, it's pretty good. But there's just my short little update on what I did. So if you think that was a pretty good deal, comment at the bottom. If you guys want to see an RC collection video, I have about 9 RCs right now, so I could name them off or I could show them to you. Let me know, comment at the bottom. Basically, I temped this thing too. I was temping it. It was running about 120, 130 at the end of runs, and it was doing pretty cool. It was being pretty cool. So yeah, that's all I can really say right now about this thing. Hopefully I have a running video up of the crawler and this soon. But that's about it. Comment, rate, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thanks for watching my videos.
Green Sally down, last done start, gotta tell the ground. Green Sally up, Green Sally down.